This is my maybe 3-gallon pond, and it's pretty much uses kind of like a medialess filter, even though there is a ball of media on the bottom of the container in which that plant sits in. But it's pretty much just a reservoir of water that the filter dumps water into, and then that just overflows back into the aquarium. This spreading carpet plant is very, very comfortable in the water. I just discovered it by accident. It's really just a plant that grows like in the cracks between the asphalt and stuff. It just spreads out in a circular pattern, and I realized it grows really well in water because that one right there has been in the water for a really long time. So has that plant. I think that's mistletoe. I'm not 100% sure. They cut that tree down, or bush, and I saved the little roots, which had little, I guess, suckers growing out from the bottom. I guess that's what you would call them. And basically, I found out that they do really well in the water. They don't rot, as you can see. So, but basically, I'm using aquatic soil, and they're like little clay pebbles. I guess but they break up if you press them, squish them, and yeah, and it's just full of bacteria. Basically, 100%. This aquarium is very healthy, full of bacteria. This is an unusual plant that I feel like is just incredible for a little tiny setup like this. Not only does it look beautiful, this thing, but if I lift it up, it's literally just one root, like one massive root right in the middle. It just spreads out like this, right? And so, I mean, I don't really have any filtration in there other than that filter there, which I don't even bother cleaning it out anymore, honestly. And on the bottom of that, which is a 5-liter water container, I used to have like a hole on the bottom where the water would flow through, but now it just stopped flowing, just like how that one basically doesn't flow through anymore. So pretty much it's just a reservoir of like water flowing over it, and it contains bacteria, obviously. But I didn't really have any way of removing any of the nitrates and stuff, other than doing water changes. But I don't really do water changes. I kind of just add water to it. And that's where I'm hoping this plant right here, I think it drinks a lot of water. But I'm just going to remove it just to show you guys what I'm talking about. So it didn't look like this when I got it a couple of days ago. It was completely flat. The flowers didn't have moisture in them. They're very slow to dry and very slow to fill up with water. This plant should really be here, but I really love that plant, and I don't want it to do any worse than it currently. It could be doing worse, I guess. So look, you see that massive roots? So I simply, that's all it is. There's nothing down there except some media on the bottom. And so I literally just did that. And so I think it's great. It doesn't hurt to have the water. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to have the leaves submerged a little bit. It doesn't hurt at all. And it absolutely doesn't hurt at all. As you can see, this plant right here actually ends up being like this. See how it is? It doesn't even need much roots to survive. It's very resistant. It doesn't form sludge, slime, or anything. I've basically tried putting like branches of everything in here just to see if I can get anything. So this one, the reason why it's probably not dying is because it itself is like from a root. This is the root itself. So the part that's like sticking out of the water is still technically roots sticking out of water, Basically, it's doing just fine. And so, yeah, this plant in my hand is literally the same as that, except kind of died back, I guess you could say. All of these things I've gotten locally, like all these little things that I plan to do stuff with. I just think they're beautiful. But like look at this. You can't even buy something like this in Petco. It's just beautiful, and you know, it's here. So that's my little indoor aquarium, or pond, I should say. And the fish are definitely hiding. So let me give you guys a little glimpse of the inside. Hey, I've been watching these guys grow up. I love this little aquarium. If I were to take those goldfish out and put like little tetras, I'm in the Caribbean right now, so water's warm. It's always like in the 75, 80s. Not 75s, that's too cold. It's the Caribbean, so yeah, you could totally put little tetras in there and just watch them swim around. But it all started off by giving these little fish a home, you know. I just felt like I really wanted an aquarium. I didn't have any big plans for them, but hey, they stayed and they grew. Out of those 8, 2 of them survived. I really want to take them back to the United States.